Want to check back with News4JAX reporter anchor Vic Micolucci in Davis Shores in St. Augustine Beach. You know, Vic, okay, you're there with a homeowner. You were asking about the armadillo. They can swim. Let's talk to this homeowner. I assume he lives in one of the houses there?
It could go and...
Yeah, he does. So this is Paul Honor, and we're talking. So we're on the air now, Paul. And you're standing in a couple feet of water.
Yeah.
That's your house. Let's walk this way to show you, everybody at home. Thank you for, first of all, sharing your story. You've only had this house for, what, a year or so?
18 months. 18 months.
18 months, and you bought that after the flooding of Matthew and Irma.
Matthew and Irma, and it flooded both times, and I put a perimeter wall around it to keep it from flooding again, and it seems to be working. We could go up another 3 foot elevation, about 2.5 foot probably, and still be watertight.
Okay, so you're right across the street from the Intracoastal Waterway.
Over there, yeah.
And how bad do you think it's going to get here?
That fire hydrant over there is kind of like my barrier or my marker. Yeah, and I suspect maybe another foot, I'm guessing. It's not going to be as bad as Irma, I don't think, or Matthew.
Yeah. What about your neighbors? You're here. Obviously, you're sticking it out.
You can see one over there. That never got renovated from Irma or Matthew. That's flooded. This one's built high. That one's probably not an issue. Most of the ones in this development are low, and they will flood.
Okay.
You can see over on this other house, you can see the storm vents.
Uh-huh.
And it goes right under there. It comes right up through the floor of the water.
Wow.
The next house.
Well, you got a really cool house, by the way,
Yeah.
Paul. I liked it.
It was built in '58, and it was built by a local architect engineer. And the family that lived here had got flooded twice, and the last time they were out for 8 months with 3 children. Mm-hmm. And never got back in, and I bought it from them, so I love it. It's a cool house, and just figured out how to make it not flood again if it ever, and I was proactive. I did something the last year and a half. I did not.
Hey, listen, I don't know if you saw that armadillo a little bit earlier. We saw a swimming armadillo. Oh, yeah. Apparently armadillos like to swim. Yeah. That's what we heard from Bruce. He looked it up. But I want to say, have you seen any other wildlife around here?
I just got out here, but whenever you see this, anything, snakes or anything get displaced during a hurricane. Yeah. Alligators, anything. You see the house next to me with the little vent or the canopy? Look at the base. Those are the flood vents. These houses are built off grade. The water goes under it. And you can see if it gets much higher, it's going to go under there and it'll come up through the floor. But in Matthew, if you can imagine, it's about a foot under that wall is where it came. That's the difference of where you're standing now. It'd be chest deep to you standing here. So it's I don't think that fire hydrant's my mark. I don't think it's going to get any bigger than that.
Did a lot of people in this neighborhood stay? We actually saw some people riding their bikes and
lot of them
some
left
kayaks, but it looks like for the most part people are gone.
I would think so, yeah. A lot of them, what they did here, I live in another house too, down south in Matanzas. A lot of people here just empty their house out when a hurricane comes, get a big moving truck, and leave. Whatever happens, happens. I chose to not do that. I chose to fix mine so it won't leak. And
now, are you handy around the house to be able to do it?
I'm a structural engineer by trade, and I've done construction work my whole life.
So you know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing. And the first thing I did when I bought this was set out here in the road right where we're standing and say, how can I make this not happen again? And I've done it. It's taken me a year and a half to do it, but that wall is totally sealed. The garage doors, you can walk around and look at those. Might want to get a picture of the sign I wrote on there.
Yeah, what does it say?
It says, Matthew 24 inches above the floor.
All right.
Inside, that's above your outlet. So the floors had to be removed, all the sheetrock. The whole house had to be remediated. And then the next one says Irma 18 inches, another trash house, and then this one's 0.
Okay.
It says it's in the right.
Where is that? I want to see that if we can.
Wall. See right there, the flood wall to the garage doors.
Oh, okay. So you boarded it up.
Where I have openings, where the wall isn't, it's a block house. I've got flood walls with bags, and I've got the inside Visqueen, and I've got it glued, and I've also got it foamed. And see what I wrote there? No, Dorian, 2019, 0 inches.
That's what you're hoping for.
Well, it's what I believe. 2017 Irma, 18 inches above floor, and 20 inches Matthew, or 24 inches Matthew.
Wow.
But see those flood vents, those openings? As soon as that water starts going in there, and if you can imagine water chest deep, it goes up there, it goes right up to the floor, and then everything gets trashed, all your appliances. When I got this, the whole kitchen was in the garage.
Are there people that still live in this home next door to you?
He left early last night.
But then you said this one, they haven't recovered.
They have
It's
not
still
recovered
vacant.
since Irma.
Since Irma. So Matthew was the really bad one. I remember that.
Yeah, like
and then
I said,
Irma was...
As a measure of flooding, 24 inches above the floor for Matthew. 18 for Irma, and then hopefully 0 for this one. Now that house, see, this is how my house was flat. I built a wall around the whole perimeter, and then you can see what I did, a 4-foot wall over the garage. That house, they knocked the whole house down.
Okay.
They brought in 3 foot of fill, built a brand new house.
That one right there, that's a brand new
the
house.
Green one, yeah, brand new.
And when he says they brought in 3 feet of fill, he means they basically built a little hill, a mound up there.
They built it to newer codes. We have newer. This house is built in 1958. And the codes are not probably even if they had codes that were elevation oriented. This is higher than most because, like I say, a contractor architect owned this house, so it was his personal house. Got a little greenhouse on the side. That tree right there, that cedar tree, is probably 400 years old.
Wow. It's a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it back here. You got a special
and
place.
I work at Northrop Grumman, so it's 10 minutes away.
Okay.
You know, and I go in early in the morning, so 0 traffic. And I work 4 days a week. How's it getting better than that? But you can see the kids kayak, and so that's you can tell by the elevations. The new code has a floor level. You know, and if you're at that floor level, which is basically 3 foot, and that's what I gained with my wall.
Well, Paul Honor, thank you so much, and certainly an expert. Wish you the best. We are showing you right now a little bit of neighborhood action, people coming out. That girl right there is on her kayak, and she's coming through. We're sticking right there. She's actually in a shallower part right there, but neighbors are coming. Let's keep showing down here, and just let us know when we need to wrap this up. But we've got somebody that's just deciding to stay on top of the water instead of in. Not going to lie, I'm a little jealous. You having fun? Where's your house?
All the way down there.
Okay, are you guys okay?
Uh-huh.
Your house isn't underwater? But you're smart. You got the boogie board, you got the kayak and everything.
Yeah.
All right. How's your family doing?
Good.
You worried that the water's going to keep coming, or you think it's okay?
I don't know.
You don't know? You're just checking things out?
Yeah.
All right. Well, please be careful, okay?
I
We
will.
want you to be safe. Get back safe to your family, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. Safe travels, I guess is what I would say. As you can see. So actually she is heading toward the Intracoastal Waterway. And really incredible pictures here. For many people, especially those inland, watching this throughout the Jacksonville market, North Florida, South Georgia, they're not expecting a lot. And I'll tell you, we drove around St. Johns County. We haven't seen a lot. But there are certain neighborhoods that Hurricane Dorian, albeit far off our coast, is affecting. And here in Davis Shores on Anastasia Island is one of those. We are live in Davis Shores, in St. Augustine, on Anastasia Island. Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.